for an annual so yet your is a Christo ni mu enchia ebremu nyina baby amwo mo film senior munim that anu dwumadi atuni din is a biblical voice and annual so ye de bra fidua mu ho senior munim no dwumadi ebutaye ene trimpo nyina ene se and I'm a four agigi and I'm be a tomb at the foreign Christosum at the red Christosum. I name the Farabai and no, and I pension say mushe say so. I need be a sign you may a young on a pedie and I say a chiwadie say young copa pedia a share holding Edia Conkai. I say a chiwadia yet in Asihari actually who every home send a bear ye be Johnny Agia cra and quack. Of I agree ye bet sim na edging dear at the free tress mukakra na and me. Subject being any shasi and our subject being any be discussing and Ebekasafa, who is your friend? Who is your friend? See, I can't just say you're creating dear in a way in our anticipation in say dear abba I want to assume whom now you whom you say and says you to a neoma just anyhow. So what you say and generation we ye nam for sem basa masa ube be na wo hwe enipa ode ne ho abo mo onwene so what you say wo hwe obi oba ode ho ma na namfofo ma onwene ho obarima ode ho ma namfo obarima onwene ho. But it is very essential that you really have to know who your friend is. Onipa na wa fa no say wa damfo no, who really is he or who really is she? So who is your friend? This is the question that I am asking you today. And no na mendo ebe ratresem na mama wanya nyina so ni nimdie bi se ne be ya o hwe me a me kasa chewi sabri uni adamfo bi na mo bible be bi wani no ni se se na mamfa kwantene ne so mamfa damfo se me fa oni pa me nam no emmoa me na se be boa me so a masoni mu yi ane etimi ade akọ enkan yemfa ye intro scripture no in free Proverbs chapter 27 verse 17 na emma the general overview of the subject and I say of the topic, who is your friend? Proverbs chapter 27 verse 17.
Proverbs chapter 27 verse 17.
Dadia si dadia no na onipa si ni yonko enim. Amen.
Amen. Dadia esi dadia no enipa so de yin
esi ni yonko enim.
Very good. And onipa enso esi ni yonko enim. NIV or see, iron as iron sharpens iron, so a friend sharpens a friend. Tieni, senya ye did that dear na sin that dear no. Sarah and on so a sin umia enim. As iron sharpens iron, so a friend sharpens a friend. And I am asking you, if a friend sharpens a friend, then who is your friend? I hope you have gotten the whole case clear. The knots I am about to untie. So what must say? Say that dear na sin that dear. Na onyonko na sin onyonko animu a. And you hina no adamfo. Who is your friend? Who is your friend? Now we're going to delve into scripture comparatively, and then we are going to link two sects or two groups of friendship that took place in scriptures. You understand? You be sure trust him. Ni afa ayokofo mmienu bi ekoso Bible mu. Na say ayokofo mmienu ekoso Bible mu no, na you link it up. Ni you comparative, and I say comparatively, and a comparison. Ni you say me be namwa. What are the things I have to observe? What are the things I have to look up to know who really the friend I am working with is? So oye onyonkopa, and I say oye onyonkoboni. Whether he is a good friend indeed, or a bad friend that I have to disassociate or take myself away from. Then we talk about these two friends who are in the persons of David and Jonathan. David and Jonathan. This is the first set of friendship that took place in scripture. And then the second set is Amnon and Jonadab. So comparatively, these are the two groups of friendships that we are going to look at. So we use it to evaluate and assess our lives, the kind of people we work with, and then we call our friends. Now, with David and Jonathan, let us pick up their friendship from 1 Samuel chapter 18 verse 1 to 4. David and Jonathan, 1 Samuel chapter 18 verse 1 to 4. Quick one.
1 Samuel chapter 18 verse 1 to 4. Na one so kasawie no. Na Jonathan kra achichiri David kra. Na Jonathan do no say ono ara ne kra. Verse 2. Na so fa no dano. Na so fa no dano ara. Na wamma no ansa ne anko neje fie. Na Jonathan ye David pam apambi efri se na odono se ono ara ne kra. Verse 4. Na Jonathan yi ne batakari a ohye no ma David ne tade kodru ne krante ne tedua ne na boso so. Amen.
Amen. What you tree I can kind of, I mean, found cover from Kakameka King James Version, that is the KJV. 1 Samuel chapter 18, verse 1 to 4. And then the title block to the text is David and Jonathan's friendship. David and Jonathan's friendship. Verse 1. And it came to pass when he had made an end of speaking unto Saul that the soul of Jonathan was knit with the soul of David, and Jonathan loved him as his own soul. So Jonathan loved David as his own soul. They became friends. Why? Because their soul got knitted, or their souls were knitted. Now verse 2. And Saul took him that day and would let him go no more home to his father's house. Verse 3. Then Jonathan and David made a covenant because he loved him as his own soul. And Jonathan and David ekwapam. It says that Jonathan do David then the verse 4 says that, and Jonathan stripped himself of the robe that was upon him and gave it to David, and his garments, even to his sword and to his bow and to his girdle. Enti odono Jonathan enyama David ayonkofano ebeda Jonathan and David intemno David enya Jonathan enya odobia eya shonko edima David enti niana ewo Jonathan honimpu ana emane ye prince ohene eba no ansom ne bododo se obeyi ediama David esa ayokofa na ababeda wo entem. Now, the centerpiece of this friendship is that, or the main idea we want to deduce out of this friendship, information, and I say, you person you free Jonathan and David ayonkofa mu anything. Jonathan and David ayonkofa no, ebe ayonkofa bia na ekokrem, na ayonkofa bia na ekotimam, na ayonkofa bia edwene tineni adwene edema onyonko. Enunti abra Jonathan and David ayonko no, Bible say na Saul pre ama Jonathan so be diade eye Israel akonya kese na enumu no Jonathan hu say dabi akonya kese no nyame dia se me hwensenkyiri a onyankopo edi David aye ewo Israel manyimu a akonya no David ena ne dia enam ayonko pa adamfo anadwene mu te na nakoma mu eda ho na woni pa woni ne namu a masa owa adwene pa anything papa edi ma woni nti Jonathan hu say ne papa adwene efa David ho enye no Jonathan eto fapem ewo David ho na empo abra David Saul epene kuno no na Jonathan egina edi ama no to the extremity say Saul catch any ba Jonathan say wo ade a me jen wunti ena me yesa na ade nti ena me pam madwene wo fie ha na wakoyi me ediama. That is a true friendship. That is a true friendship. When we talk about true friendship, it's a selfless what do you call it? Friendship. Ayonkofa person kuminya enim. Ayonkofa enibre enim. Ayonkofa otan enim. Jonathan envied David for nothing. Jonathan never thought of that. David has been chosen by God to become the next king over Israel. So therefore, once his father was also fighting for him, then he has to use every means to get rid of David so that he can become the next king of Israel. At a point in time when even David was so afraid of Saul and not knowing what to do, when David was so afraid of Saul and not knowing what to do. Listen to me. David had so much confidence in Jonathan. Why? Because of the type of relationship, because of the type of friendship, because of the type of intimacy that had been built between David and Jonathan. David had so much confidence in Jonathan by exposing to him his feelings about his own father. That is 1 Samuel. Read for me. 1 Samuel chapter 20 verse 1 to 4. Quick one. 1 Samuel, go to chapter 20 verse 1 to 4. When David exposes his fear to Jonathan, and how Jonathan will stand in the gap for David and then encourage David that, listen to me, brother, for your sake I am there. And this is what I call true friendship. The friendship that took place between David and Jonathan is a type of friendship that is selfless. It's a type of friendship that does not envy. It's a type of friendship that is always meant to encourage. It's a type of friendship that is always there to keep a brother or a sister. It's a friendship that is meant to sustain. David and Jonathan had a true friendship. 1 Samuel chapter 20 verse 1 to 4. Quick one.
1 Samuel chapter 20 verse 1 to 4. Now David dwane free now wo Rama. Now oba beka no Jonathan enim say eden na mayo mamumu yo nesen na mebone nesen wo wagya enim a enti orehwehwe me ekume. Verse 2. Na okoche na okachire no say empare wo wurinwu hwe meja renyo ade kese ana ade ketwa biara gese oyime asutire ansa na ede ntina meja de asemi behintame entesa. Verse 3. Na David ka entam enso se weja nim se menya wenim enumunyam entina ose wo ma Jonathan inhunu ye na anyeno ya na ampa ara erade te asie na wokra enso te asie na ampa ara erade te asie na wokra enso te asie na mombai na eda mene owo intem. Verse 4. Ena Jonathan ka kire David say bibiara a wokra asie no meyo amawo. Amen.
Amen. Tiebofono. Jonathan warns David. David approached Jonathan with fear about his father. Listen, this is what I call true friendship. Who is your friend? How does this friend advise you? How does this friend encourage you? Let me tell you something. This time, the youth of this country, you befriend anyhow. You don't consider so many things. I wonder why the youth of this generation are not so circumspect about certain things. Who to work with, who to share ideas, who to take as a friend. No. Once we are all peers, we gotta move together. Listen to me. You have to be careful. Now, verse 1 of 1 Samuel chapter 20, verse 1, it says that, and David fled to north in Ramah and came and said before Jonathan. He came straight to Jonathan and said before Jonathan, what have I done? What is my iniquity? And what is my sin before your father, that he seek for my soul or my life? And then Papa Kume, can you tell this to a friend? Can you say this to a friend about the father? Unless it's a true friendship. Unless it's a true friendship. Then verse 2 says that, and he said unto him, God forbid, thou shalt not die. Behold, my father will do nothing, either great or small, but that he will shew it me. And why should my father hid this thing from me? It is not so. If you me papa obey bribi a beka kire me Jonathan, because me na bakan ne babarima bi biro papa be ya on kan kire me. I said papa bonti poso be kun David obeka kire me e wade mo ne pawo. Na sempo se me papa pam the team sa tie verse 3 and 4. Or see, and David swore moreover and said, thy father certainly knoweth that I have found grace in your eyes. And he said, let not Jonathan know this, lest he be grieved. But truly, as the Lord liveth, and as thy soul liveth, there is but a step between me and death. Or see here,
Jonathan, your father knows that you have loved me. Your father knows that the friendship between you and I is not just an ordinary thing, and there is nothing like false pretense. Nothing like hypocrisy. It is a real type of friendship that Jonathan you've had with me, David. So there could be the possibility that your father will conceal this intention. Jonathan still insisted. Impossible. Impossible. David, impossible. This is true friendship. This is what I call the true friendship. A friend that will stand for you, not only for physical things, even down to your spirit man. A friend that will defend your flesh and defend your spirit. One that will lead you to Christ. One that will prevent you from danger, etc. Who is your friend? Who is your friend? Who is this person you have lost so much that who is your friend? Then the verse 4. Then said Jonathan. Now Jonathan is admonishing David. Then said Jonathan unto David, whatsoever your soul desireth, I will even do it for you. David, if me, I have to die for your sake. Can a friend say this to you? Can a friend say this to you? Well, I've established one fact here. I've been able to put one on a scale. Let me go to the other side and balance the scale. You understand? If I'm not able to complete with all my scriptures, don't worry. You know I'll be here with you on Saturday. I'll continue. But let me tell you, I have just left the scale unbalanced because I have placed a true friendship on the other side, or on one side. That is David and Jonathan. They had a true friendship, the friendship that is meant to defend, the friendship that is meant to protect, the friendship that is meant to always stand and intercede and ensure that things go well with the other. The advices were correct. The directions were genuine. No selfishness. No evil intentions. So clear-cut and genuine. Now let's go to the second friendship. I'm not done with David and Jonathan, but I just want to go and balance the scale. Then I'll pull you down. Then when I finish, I'll put the question before you again. Who is your friend? The second type of friendship is Amnon and Jonadab. I thank God that all these two friendships took place in the book of Samuel, 1st and 2nd Samuel. Whilst David and Jonathan is in 1st Samuel, Amnon and Jonadab is in 2nd Samuel. Go to 2nd Samuel chapter 13. Read from verse 1 to 40 carefully for me. Quick one, but please don't delay me. 2nd Samuel chapter 13 verse 1 to 14.
2nd Samuel chapter 13 verse 1 to 14. Na ye echri no, na David ba Absalom onua ba fefe bi a ne din de Tamar. Na David ba Amnon peno. Na Amnon nua ba Tamar inti ne hu yehia no ma no yare. Na oye oba bunu. Na eye Amnon den se obeye no bribi.
You see, listen to the English. We are comparing another type of friendship here. Verse 13, verse 1 of the chapter 13 says that, and it came to pass after this, that Absalom, the son of David, Absalom David ba, had a fair sister, whose name was Tamar, and Amnon was the son of David loved her. Not just say Absalom ninya ba no omo nyina papa ni David, and na Amnon so papa ni David. So more or less, though they are different mothers, do you understand? Though they are different mothers, they share father. So Absalom and the sister belongs to one mother, and then Amnon also belongs to another mother, but they are from one father. But the girl, now she did be. Scripture, listen, says she was fair. The Bible had always been careful describing certain women or ladies in scriptures. Then there was 2, and Amnon was so vexed that he fell sick for his sister Tamar. Only yaba no ko dona ma hu nyonyo because the yaba no fe. Amnon and kasa e ko dunya ba na ma ontimi hye no so ya bono wo dwendwen. And then what? For she was a virgin. Tamar was a virgin. No see. Then and Amnon thought it hard for him to do anything to her. na eye Amnon din onu mpo a ode ne ho no na eye din so obeye onu ani nua ba no obeye ne boni. It was so difficult for Amnon to commit such a crime, such an evil act, to have sexual intercourse with her own sister. Amnon, he was battling with this evil intention. But look at what a friend can do. Go to verse 3, quick one.
Verse 3. Na Amnon wa Adamfo bi a wa friend Jonadab.
Na Amnon what dey?
Adamfo.
Na Amnon what dey?
Adamfo.
I friend is there.
Jonadab.
So you see, we are talking about the friendship between Amnon and Jonadab. Why?
Na Amnon wa Adamfo bi a wa friend Jonadab. David rian simia ba. Na Jonadab ye onetil for say. Na okachire no say, adenti na wo ohene ba mu wo fom say da anopai. Warenka enchire me. Na Amnon kachire no say, me peminua Absalom nua ba Tama. Verse 5.
Hold on. Verse 3. But Amnon had a friend whose name was Jonadab, the son of Shimei, David's brother. Onuana ninuya David nuya ba. Berima from Jonadab. Now more or less that's cousins. Tio. Naneni Breno. Who is your friend? Whom do you call your friend? Why now friends were down for? Enya Amnon. Onuani nya. Ti na shene so. Onuani nya. Woni ne aye anonko no. Who say ni nua no ne tibia mu nyefe. But Amnon had a friend whose name was Jonadab, the son of Shimei, David's brother. And Jonadab was a very subtle man. We don't work with as a friend. Anybody possessed with the spirit of subtlety is Lucifer, because he was the first person to demonstrate subtlety spirit. Ono na Nyankopɔn ka say Lucifer was subtle. Subtle. Only tilfo. Or you be an any. You see, this is not called friendship. Now from here, verse 4. And he said unto him, why art thou, being the king's son? Look at the way he described Amnon, or him back. Why art thou, being the king's son, lean day to day? I don't know how they be out from also Tianeti and the Chidika and the Jonadab Bisa Amnon say, Oiba, now they be an old forza. Would thou not tell me on the poor and Koso Kacheno or say, don't catch me? So I done for me. What done for them? Catch no away because they be a mission the Musa also Tia and Eti. And Amnon said unto him, and Amnon catch Jonadab said, I love Tamar, my brother Absalom's sister, me dominia Absalom, me nya bana we me nya bana, me dono me peno, and in a da, me pena fan won pom, me pese me ni di pom agro, a ketim, na me so na yasihwe, and one dey kumi, and one ti na Absalom, Tamanti, for and I mean for him. A true friendship. When David told Jonathan about his problem, a wise judgment, a wise counsel was given to David from Jonathan. Now look at the stupid counsel Jonathan will give to Amnon because of a bad friend, because of an envious friend, because when you friends were done for no, then you baby I would drew no. What did I say? But when you naho. And then Rantiaba, and then Mababu Bia Madamfo, Jimmy, and the social media, and now fun now for Keke, when you put me that. Jakobako was I want to be your friend on what? On what? No terms, you can't need time, massa terms, no. Ninja for on social media. Yeah, I don't know. And it's a global village. Global world. Why? Massa, the world has not changed. Technology is distracting so many things, but the world still remains as God created it. Let me tell you, we only see technological advancement around us and we think that there are changes. Massa, what is a wachum? What is a wachum? Let me tell you, the world still remains as it is. Look at the counsel that Jonadab is going to give to Amnon. Read the tree.
Verse 5.
Yeah.
Now Jonadab, not na Jonadab ka kyerɛ no sɛ kɔda wo mpa so na petu yare na sɛ wagya bɛhwɛ wo a ka kyerɛ no sɛ ma me nua Tama emra me ma me aduane na ɔyɛ aduane no ma na ɔyɛ onye aduane no menim enso na mehunu na mini no nsem verse 6 ɛna Amnon kɔdae na ɔboa pa yare na ɔhene ba bɛhwɛ no Amnon ka kyerɛ ɔhene sɛ ma me nua Tama emra mɛyɛ tantere mienu menim na mini no nsem.
Hold on. Verse 5. And Jonadab said unto him, lay thee down on thy bed. You see, this is a stupid friend. Obia catch you say, me kwa domia mi nuaba, me pesi mi dino. Na se nye jealousy, na se nye enviness, na ya kuma boni ya dwi boni na she otirimu a. Ka be catch you say, oh, mi nua. Adwi we di emfra. Wa o nuaba de open na da sen. Hwa asem o catch them. Isan say already na wa dwene tia Amnon dada. Wone ne nam say adamfu nyina no Amnon nkoso a oye ohene ba no na eye Jonadab ya ompe. So he said, and Jonadab said unto him, lay thee down on thy bed and make thyself sick. And when thy father cometh to see thee, say unto him, I pray thee, let my sister Tamar come and give me meat, and dress the meat in my sight, that I may see it and eat it in her hands. Nti se ba ne sade ase woni mi pe de hye mo Amnon uti porisa ba wi nana ba se kwa no obo no o futu fun a ye de ma o enne I want to so aba mpa futu fa apapa meti ase gina aposo yi be se na me ni Ghana youth e kasa. I have not become your favorite. Mobile money number daha yaka aka yenya wo nipa bi se aposo ipese me broju madina eni bi nsem a wodi maye no ano odene adentia empa futupa krum ha utufu pa na okanya sasemo a rather opposite obeye nipa nyina atamfo na krum ha die Ghana ha utufu bone na oke chimisem elio akra adwene edigu ndotodiem empotoyemu a you become people's favorite. Shefutu a Jonadab de ma Amnon ka kire ni se ko hyeda ko da wo se ni wo yare no na wo papa be sra wa ka kire papa se opese wo nua ba Tama be ye aduane ma odi na se Tama ba na o ye aduane no a aka bo mienu pe wo dem ho wo do ano kwa wo de twia no eti o ka sa asem no sa adwene we entumi amba Amnon tirimu da because na Amnon no osuru so be ya ade no onyonko boni adamfo boni nti ofutu a ode ma no na ode afutu ni ma ne pe verse 6. So Amnon lay down and made himself sick. Ono so ye kache ne pe eja ade na dokoro ndada to tie afutu ni pe eno se meye okoda wo se nya oyare. And when the king was come to see him, Amnon said unto the king, I pray thee, let Tamar my sister come and make me a couple of cakes in my sight, that I may eat in her hand. Then verse 7. Come. Verse 7. Yes.
Na David sumama wako Tama enchen efie se. Ko wonua Amnon fie. Na koye aduane ma no.
Adwebone so aba David timu onim se o. Me ba no sini nua ba me ye aduane ma no na wondi. Ene sa na tiere se baso. Ene wo tonkra. Me ko fre Tama. No me aduane ma no nua bari ma no wondi. Adwene motiu. Na so die na na
verse 8. Verse 8. Na Tama ko ni nua Amnon fie.
Ono so wanyene bone onim se me nua yare. Oso be di me se aduane ene me ko akoyama no. Ena Tama so ko Amnon fie ha. Ko
na ono de oda ho na ofa mori fotoy na oyo tetre enim na oche tetre no na otoye eche dade no na ohwie no nenim enso wan pese odi na Amnon kan say ma inipa nyina emfiri me ho emfiri edi na inipa no nyina free ne ho free edi verse 10 na Amnon ka kyerɛ Tamar sɛ fa aduane no bra piem na menni wɔ wo nsa piem
adwe bɔne paa na nipa timi tɔma nipa sɛ ɔmo die tia ɔpɛ sɛ adamfo no asɛm no de bi ɔdo kɔ night club akɔpɛ kalama wo hello Charlie na ɔyɛ dɛ meɛ nkɔkɔpɛ kala bi medie ɔmo wadwene enti yɛbɛka wo nyansasɛm sɛ ane ayɛ wo tamfo hwɛ futu a Jonadab de ma Amnon hwɛ futu a de ma no futu a no ɔdene futu a emu futu a ntiase nim ɛna ɔde ma no na ɔka kyerɛ ne sɛ bɛyɛ aduane ma me na mendi ɔba pam nipa no nyina firi mu nkyɛn aka mu mmienu pɛ mmoa no na fa gyina no verse 7 then David sent home to Tamar saying, go now to thy brother Amnon's house and dress him meal. Verse 8. So Tamar went to her brother Amnon's house, and he was laid down, and she took flour and kneaded it and made cakes in his sight and did bake the cakes. Verse 9. And she took a pan and poured them out before him, but he refused to eat. And Amnon said, have out all men from me. And they went out every man from him. And at time soon in bonnet, no se besemu ina mufi nanaba David dem mufi nanaba Amnon dem biako fi and at time pam wo mina opom wepe verse 10 and okache said him or see and Amnon said unto Tamar, bring the meat into the chamber for the bedroom hall or nampano. Bring the meat into the bedroom that I may eat of your hand. And Tamar took the cakes and she made him and Tamar took the cakes which she had made and brought them into the chamber to Amnon her brother. Now verse 11 is saying,
na Tamar fa tatere a oye no de koma onua Amnon pie ni mu. Verse 11 na ode rema no se onie no
na ode aduane ni ma ni nua Amnon se ondie no
oso ni mu na oka kire ne se
chesenya kombi na di no Jonadab betuni fo bone enti Tamar wura bedroom ona o se mi nua be ma omo nyina akọ enti ji aduane no ne di so ni sisi kwa onwo adwen so why di o di bi di ababa wa no koto malebre koto ntu su brem wura dem mo pe kwa tini dross ni toma nyina wura dem mo pe o si ji aduane no machi o tabiri no na ode ne be dwara mpa ni so se Satan e wana DC ma me kan ko ka ho
bra beda me nchen minua na oka kire ne se bi minua emre ase na wonyo sa Israel na wonyo sa Israel mu eni agedwentwisem yi
eni agedwentwisem afutu na Jonadab edima Amnon no Tamar apasi judgment o se hwe e ya agedwentwie ka agedwentwie kwase mu kwasia abromu aboa emu nyina ni no nyu enyo ayane mu no ejana mu no nyu ya vem say maggots or see menye maggot behavior agedwentwisem enyu Israel memua udin pepa da ka ho
eni agedwentwisem yi verse 13 na me de ehimpo na me de mahurura bekro
na wo ye mesaya me ni gwase be fa ko
na wo de obeye se Israel mu nyenyentwie nu bi
Israel mamu nyina Amnon obeye kwasiam peni woni onyam Jonadab seti trap ma Amnon se ne be ya ne nya be bon wo oba kama enehwe usle wadam funti wo slay queen wadam funti hwantade a wo hye hwe woni onyam enene nyina wo yefa wadada wa mo ya hye woni wadam funti ne wo ti hu nyina abranti mu kama wo si so look at your nature hye nan fo yo ene duro so saka wanti onye blood enti first time ka wo pi sukuru ko anwoni o ma yo they have lured you bad friendship Jonadab na ne bre Amnon hwe futu de man na time so catch Amnon say Amnon we yes sadi we are Israel man mu nyina wo kasam pemi bi ni wo beto papa o mistake we free Israel ma na so dey ko
na me die na afei ene ohene enko kasa na oremfa me enkame wo verse 14 na so wan pese otie no
na so Amnon entie Jonathan Amnon entie tamada
na enam so ne ho ye den sine no entie
isa so oberima na ka omi enu pe asema Amnon kache Jonathan kache Amnon ho din chichire no titi dross no titi toma no chichia no onipa no so no efeji so you can imagine say ne ade ne be yeta ya because it has him what you see ma okoro be su kakra so what you see because na ya see me virgin na wo hwe senya ta man ti ase ma Amnon na wa chichire no ne da nti sa se no dey say ni to ya de yin
obre no ase ne dai
chire no mia no ana ne ya de yin
ne dai
na che say Jonathan be futu no aye adwuma ma Amnon. Now let me pick up the English translation from verse 11. And when she had brought them into the unto him to eat, he took hold of her and said unto her, Come, lie with me, my sister. Verse 12. And she answered him, Nay, my brother, do not force me, for no such thing ought to be done in Israel. And yes, I do Israel. Do not thou this foolishness. Then verse 13. And I, whither shall cause my shame to go. And if I mean was here, Amnon, me meaning was ever for we are beside you. Amnon, maybe I'm never let me and saw me so here. We are in the chichirino and in a dime. We are in the chichini dino. On you, you are not a ten and dross near Tomano. Or say Amnon. And yes, now meaning was ever going. And as for you, thou shalt be as one of the fools in Israel who be your kwasia Israel. And that was exactly what false friendship is meant for. Obi power bra bom no any true friend ah. Ni oba hwe nyina so mo ahwiase. Who is your friend? Ni obi nyina so oba hwiase, oba twa akofom. Na Jonadab na oni Amnon na nyana na ni bre no. Na o hwe so oba bre Amnon ase. Na efutu boni a wode ma nti Amnon hwiase. But ni atama kai no nyoma obi na ni nyoma but what I say now therefore I pray thee speak unto the king for he will not withhold me from thee. Amnon so the office of me aware ka che nana se nana me wiase me bai me mpo ba bia me pamia me nua ba tama aware o de me ma o fa me nkame o na okasa nsem nyina no Bible say Amnon antimi antie ni nua ba tama verse 14 how bet however sini na wiye ani hu chale chale be siwa how bet he would not hearken unto her voice when tie time and say bebe ba o kan no but being stronger than she forced her and lay with her ne ho dancing nti o che kire no na o te te ne dross o te te tomano no de ne beri mani si ba ni who is your friend? Who advises you? Who do you share your problems with? Why now when no come how? Who at all do you call your friend? Why now friend is our downfall? Is your friendship type the Jonathan and David type, or the Jonadab and Amnon type, beloved? I came to conscientize you. You know, all we do here is to restore knowledge and preserve generation. We want to restore knowledge so we can keep up the next generation. The generation is gone so bad. We can only get it restored by restoring knowledge. Know the person you choose to be your friend. As I was speaking to you today, I want you to sit back, begin to analyze and evaluate. We are bad na wohwe we are very man na wohwe me nipa na wonne nam no e die pa na wonya fi ni nchen nim diem afutu ben o chere pa ben and wo chere wo wani dai. Is your friendship type that of David and Jonathan or that of Amnon and Jonadab?